what we got here, look at these brake lines. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, that is just a fraction of what this looked like when we first started it. So that's all we got left to do is put the brake lines and the fuel lines on it. And then I got to hook up the brand new. And the owner didn't realize, but he bought one of these. But he didn't know that. He didn't think that came with the kit. So he got brand new cables, which I guess I'm glad he did. And you can see we put the brand new cables back here.
Yep.
Looks really nice and detailed. We just got done doing the major overhaul on the rear brakes, including, look at the brake lines. I had to make 2 new brake lines for it. And we also went ahead and replaced the rubber brake hose. So the rolling chassis is 90% done. All I got to do tomorrow is put the fuel lines and the brake lines on, and then of course hook this up like I just repeated myself, and then it's all a done deal. And then the next thing we're going to do, come on over here, is tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and run up to Grand Junction. I got to go to Home Depot and get about 6 cans of professional
Oven cleaner. The super heavy duty stuff. Home Depot is the only place I know I can buy it. And then when I come back tomorrow, I'll be pressure washing this, and then we're going to start dismantling this to make this a brand new engine. I think the owner's really going to like it.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Finally going to take the car over to our buddy Steve's, Mr. Sandblaster guy, and have him do the firewall all the way to right here, like he did on my car, and then the hole underneath. Now, we don't know, I got to talk to the owner, we don't know if we're going to put Raptor liner on the bottom of it, or we're going to put this paint right here. So it depends on what he wants to do. We can actually take the Raptor liner and thin it down with acetone so it goes on a lot smoother. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it'll actually have the factory look, and it'll actually protect a lot better. But the problem is putting the Raptor liner on costs a lot more money than spraying 2 coats of this paint on there.
Right, and that's just a direct metal paint.
All this is direct to metal. This is alkyd enamel, beautiful stuff. But this is how the frame looked, and then if you looked at the factory bottom of the car, it would be more of, up in the East Coast, they would have had it undercoated, so the Raptor liner would give it that effect, plus it would protect it more.
More texture looking.
Yeah, and then once I would have to paint this first, so all this would have to be painted with this paint, and then once that was painted, then we would come back and then do the Raptor liner. So we'll talk to the owner and see what he wants to do. All right, we got the engine outside, the big 402 big block, and if you look at it, you can see I've already sprayed it twice. I went ahead and sprayed it down, saturated it with oven cleaner. I'm going to show you the oven cleaner that I used to do this with. So we're going to let that sit for approximately, I don't know, probably 30-40 minutes, and then we'll pressure wash that with our 4,000 psi pressure washer, and then we'll keep repeating our process until the engine comes really, really clean. I see where I missed a spot right here. Let's go ahead and get that. Okay, just like that, and you can see this stuff building up and eating that grease off. Look at that. Look at it. Okay, so what I'm using is this right here. This is a commercial use Pro, and the only place I've found this stuff is over at Home Depot. Home Depot is the only place that I could find that. So when I buy it, I buy 8 to 10 cans at a time. And to do this engine, it's probably going to take 3 to 4 cans to really get it cleaned out the way that we want to clean it. But you can see that it's really working good and really biting into all that gunk that's 70 years old and all that nastiness. Yeah, this stuff here actually burns to the touch. So when you're using this stuff, don't do it when the wind's blowing on you. Stand away from it when you're using it, because it will get on your face and it does burn. Oh, and one more thing I did want to show you. If you have oil stains on your concrete, like here's one right here, look at this. If you spray the oven cleaner on your concrete, it will literally eat the oil stain off of the concrete. Got that big double hook? Alright, where's that other hook? I think you left it over there.
I'm racing up. Raising up a little more. Those black wheels are digging in. Okay. That's better.
Leave it like that.
Wait, this wheel is dug in.
What?
This wheel is dug in. The black wheel is dug in. Oh, I told you. This should get
Fucker. Fuck!
This is gonna have to be shortened on this side.
Okay, Abby, just chill out. Okay?
No more. Just a hair. That's it. Okay, you're on the concrete with the black ones.
Wait!
I'm just telling you.
It's gonna hit the building!
Stop! Stop! You're on the concrete.
Take it off!
Oh, man. Not so fast, I won't be able to stop it.
That's it, baby. Why don't you just let it roll off?
I wasn't gonna let it fucking roll off.
Well, it is. The concrete's going this way.
Okay,
Look.
I'm gonna put the camera down then. How about that? What do you want me to do?
Well, let me show you what the problem is. Come here. Come here. You see these fucking wheels? Are those touching the ground at any way whatsoever? No, they're not.
I'm putting the camera
No,
down.
you're not. So we got these big fucking wheels here.
And that's my fault?
Look.
Somehow,
And they got these
somehow or
bullshit
another,
little
that's
wheels
my
on
fault.
here. You can't move the fucking thing. You can't turn it anywhere. And it's bullshit.
All right, quit bitching. Let's just get it fucking done, Pete. You spend all your time fucking complaining.
Whatever. Why are you all fucking frustrated?
I'm not. I just don't want you to get that way.
They don't make things like they used to, do they? Our old rotisserie had
Well,
gravel
then you
wheels.
should have fucking kept it like I told
I should
you.
have fucking kept it.
I told you to keep it. I told you to keep your fucking jack
I should
thing.
have kept everything.
Yeah.
Should
Paint
have kept my
booth,
frame machines and everything.
paint booth, everything.
Yeah,
You don't
whatever.
even use that fucking paint booth.
We got the car back from the blasters. We got to go ahead and pressure wash it to get all the sand off, and then we'll pull it in the paint booth and go from there. So, what a fucking mess. This is why I wanted to get concrete here.
Yeah, I know. You told me a million times.
Well,
So,
that's why I wanted a concrete pad right
okay.
here.
Well,
Look at the mess it made.
yeah. All you got is lucky you got a $40,000 tractor to fix the mess you
Oh,
made.
there you go. It's not 40. It wasn't 40,000.
Close enough. $39,000. Whoopie wow.
For paint, we're going to let it dry, and then I'm going to contact the owner and see how he wants to paint it.
Rhino liner or direct to metal? Is that the choices?
We got alkyd enamel or rhino liner. So we need to get this done. I need to get it off this machine. I don't feel safe with it. That's a lot of weight. This rotisserie is not that heavy duty like they claim. So I got to get it done ASAP.
He really doesn't like this rotisserie, and I told him before we left Dallas to keep his rotisserie, and he didn't want to. I'll never need it. I'll never need it. Yeah, well, looky here. And then, of course, this one he doesn't like because it's not near as good as the other one. And he did the same thing on the paint booth. He wishes he'd have kept the paint booth. I tried to tell him. And also his frame machine. He'd kick himself in the ass every day over that.
Damn it. You fucker. Okay, we got the 66 Chevelle in here. Come on over here. I've already painted the bottom of this. Now, I didn't have it sandblasted. I just cleaned this one up. But I did have all the front sandblasted. And I went ahead and used alkyd enamel on it. So I'll get this pulled outside. We'll park it on the gravel, I guess, for now.
Do they have alkyd enamel that's flat or like semi?
Yeah, they do have it. I got a gallon of semi-flat in case that's what he wants, which would be factory. I already had some of this, so I just went ahead and bought some more. The inner fender wells, the core, everything will be high gloss black on this car. And so this one here, we did what, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah, so this one here we're going outside, and then we'll pull that one in, and then flip it over, get it painted after we talk to the owner. So we're restoring cars, and we're doing it right with my friend Pete. One set of hands, and getting her done. And your hands, yeah, baby, your hands too, Minnie. Minnie the body shop girl.
I never get any credit. He does all the work all by himself, every bit of it.
All right, we went ahead and had all the bolt-on pieces to our engine on the 7D1 big block. We went ahead and had them sandblasted, and you kind of remember what they looked like. They were very, very surface rusted, really bad. But I went beyond that, and I actually cleaned the inside of them out really, really good for the owner. And you can see that I got all the sludge out, and I'm going to show you the oil pan. If you look down here, this is where the sump of the oil pan is. This is where it is. And this thing had at least an inch of sludge down in there. And it took a little bit of cleaning out to get it, but we finally got it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all the surfaces. Before I paint it, I want to clean the surfaces off where the gaskets go. Because like I said, we're just restoring the engine. We are not rebuilding it. And I want to get all this crap off where the valve cover gaskets go. So the first thing I do is I take this little gasket remover tool that I've had for 50 years. And it works really well. It's just a scraper. And then I also have a wood scraper that I use for removing gaskets. I mean, a wood chisel. And then once I get all the big thick stuff off, like that, what I do is I take my Rollo lock, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration of what's going on. The main thing is your safety glasses. So we take a Rollo lock disc, which is a 3-inch Rollo lock disc, or 2.5 inch, whatever this is. And what this is actually a green Scotch-Brite. And I will go ahead and remove the rest of the tarnish and debris by using that. And that really cleans the surface really nice. And then sometimes you're going to get some very nitty-gritty stuff. So what I do, I take a used Rollo lock 36 grit, and I'll go over that. This is a 36 grit sanding disc instead of our Scotch-Brite, and then I'll go over this real rough, hard stuff with that. Now before we paint this, we got to go ahead and knock out that front seal for the engine. And this is probably the original seal. More than likely, this is the original seal from the factory. There it is right there. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use some carburetor cleaner. Get that cleaned out really nice so it'll seal good. We don't want no debris in there. Before we do any painting, I want to go ahead and tape off the valve covers where they need to be taped off. And that includes our spark plug wire holders, factory of course. When I restored my engine, I didn't have this luxury, so I had to buy some. Has anybody seen the price of engine paint these days? We're talking almost $15 for a can of spray paint. 15 bucks plus tax for a can of spray paint. I think it's unbelievable. And of course there's dozens of different brands. I like to use the VHT myself, but they were out of stock on that. So we're going to use the enamel ceramic Duplicolor. Withstands heat up to 500 degrees. That's what we're using on this engine. This is the factory correct Chevy orange. And I really don't like the Duplicolor. I like the, I don't like this Duplicolor. Look at that. It goes on really thin, doesn't it? And then when you spray it on, you just want to spray it just like you were spraying a spray gun. Spraying a car with a spray gun. Just want to overlap your layers. Boy, what junk this is. This is trash. Fucking bitch. Total fucking trash. Now you see why I put 3 coats on. So let me get all this painted. I'm going to repeat my process 3 times, and then all this will be painted, and then we got to do the engine. So I ended up taking the Duplicolor junk back, and I actually had to go to 3 different auto parts stores, but I rounded up enough of this right here to paint the engine and all the parts. I actually ordered some more O'Reilly's in case I ran out, but as you can see, this is very, very good engine paint. Now, I don't want you to look at this like he's painting over where the gaskets go. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Scotch-Brite Rolo locks and I will clean all those up. To make an engine look brand new and to restore it properly, it is a lot of fucking work. A lot of work, guys. When you paint an engine, you want to make sure you use a lot of paint. Put it on there to where it's almost running off. And believe me, you'll be happy. So we had a broken stud right here. I had to drill that out and tap it, and we got that fixed. But you can see how clean the engine is. I mean, it really looks nice. I don't believe that this engine's ever been overhauled. I think it's all factory original, and it's a number matching engine for this vehicle, a big block 402. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, get it all together. We'll take a look at it when it's all done and see what the finished product looks like. So we went ahead and bought a brand new clutch, and when you buy these clutches, you want to get the kit that comes with the spline tool that fits into the pilot shaft bearing like that. And what that tool does, that's going to line up our clutch, and it's going to go on just like that. Do you see that? Make sure that you put this on properly. This does not face out. See how that sticks out? Yeah. If you do that, you're going to screw up. Believe me, I know. And on this particular one, it also says flywheel side. So a lot of these you get don't have that. We're going to put it in like this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our spline tool, we're going to line that up like that, and then we're going to stick that in there just like that. And now we can go ahead and get our bag and tag situation out, and we can go ahead and put these bolts on now. not lining up. This is not the right clutch. Okay, we got a problem here, people. This is not the right clutch. This is not lining up with the outer diameter of our bolt holes. So I'm gonna try that one more time. And no, it's not. Look at that.
It's too small.
Hang on one second.
The cussing will commence soon.
So we might not be putting this together today after all. Now that we found this shit out. This ain't fucking happening. You can see that even the pressure plate is a larger diameter. So we got an 11 inch and this is a 10 3/8. The bolt holes measure out to be 12.5 on that one. About 11 on this, 11.5. So we'll be boxing this back up. We'll go ahead and take it back over there and be done with it. Our day's fucking ruined. We're gonna have to order this. Hopefully we won't even get it till Tuesday because they don't deliver tomorrow. So our engine will be sitting on the floor for 2 fucking days. I knew there was 2 different sizes, okay? I fucking knew it. What a fucking joke. Okay, we got the engine completely restored. You can see that everything looks brand new. It looks like I had a guy come in and said it looks like something you'd seen in a hot rod museum. Maybe.
Yeah,
All
looks nice.
factory, all original. So the only thing that's actually missing off this to make it 100% accurate from the factory is the stickers that go on the valve covers. It says 402 big block. So we're ready to basically set it back in the frame. So we'll go ahead and get this thing up before them bolts break. That's a lot of weight right there. Lot of weight. You know?
Yep.
If I can push it over, nice and easy, get it in the car.
Alright, clear now.
Now we gotta get the oil pan. Alright. Push it in. How's it looking?
Good.
Okay. Should go right in easy. Alright, so we're gonna let it down easy. And hopefully it'll fall right into the motor mounts we want it. And it looks like
You're too far forward.
it's got to come over this way a little bit.
Back up about an inch. Okay.
Then we got to go that way. Let's get this over. There we go. Now we'll come forward. See what it does. How's it look over there?
But you need to go forward.
Okay. Notice that right here too. So, what up?
That's it.
Right. There we go. See there? We're moving along with the car. It's looking good. Now one thing that over here I almost forgot to do is put this in. As you see, if you don't put this in before the motor goes in, the steering,
You better have real little hands.
yeah, well, you ain't gonna get it in there. This won't fit in through the right here, so
that's true.
you're screwed. So we got that on. We did replace the rag joint, and the owner did replace the gearbox with a brand new one. So yeah, brand new exhaust. Looking nice. I like it. This is really turning out to be a nice restoration here.
Yeah, it is.
You know. Let's go outside. Let's see what many of the body shop girls doing out there. is she is actually cleaning the final parts for our 71 Chevelle. Now this is actually my linkage. She needs to clean this off too, so she'll get to that in a minute. But what this is the clutch linkage, and the way that we're cleaning that, if you want to flip that over, you can see all the grime and
Oops, sorry.
you can see all the grime and the gunk there. So this is what, if you watch close, it's not coming off easy.
Turn off on the other side.
Yeah.
Off on that
All right, you're gonna have to use, can you get that brush there and kind of spray it down? So we're using oven cleaners, what we're using to clean all this. Now I think we have a brand new spring, but we'll go ahead and clean that one just in case. And then of course we got our motor mount bolts and our transmission mount bolts. And then this bolt here, I'm not quite sure where it goes, but I believe it goes to the clutch assembly production line there. And looking nice, beautiful, look at this. Brand new brake cables, brand new fuel lines, brand new return line, brand new vapor canister line, brake lines. We went ahead and replaced the combination valve as well for the brakes. Just a beautiful, beautiful restoration going on here. And I think the owner is really gonna be happy.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.